interestingly, when I started my career, I started with a bank, and then within a corporate, an IT company. So back then I was responsible for administrative and HR responsibilities, where I was, working at the lowest rungs, not a very senior. I was working as an executive, and it had been a long journey from an executive, HR and admin executive, to HR and admin manager, and then head HR, then vice president eventually. And during that entire time, I was responsible for training and development of my own employees, the recruits, and also students I used to place from various universities. So while doing all that, I had never, thought very much that what is my calling, what is my purpose, what is my ikigai for life. I was just going through the flow. Honestly, it's just in 2018 where it really stirred my soul, and I wanted to know, bhai, mujhe acha kya lagta hai, mera passion kya hai. So I bounced off this idea with my son. I said, darling, tell me, what is my passion? Everyone has a passion. What do I want to do in my life? I'm just earning. I don't know whether it is really helping me. Even I was a vice president of the company, but it was not fulfilling for me because I was unaware. I was going through the flow, but I had no clue what I was doing, why I was doing it. One, I'm sure that I was doing it to earn a lot of money. That was very clear. But what else? So then my son simply said, Mom, I think you really need to start something to help and empower women, because you are very, passionate about that idea, or you get into gardening. So that was my son's response. But I thought, no, I need to really find it out. So I started, first I resigned from my job. I had to do it because it was really getting too much for me. Round the clock, I was working. But jab bahut zarurat thi, hunger thi to earn, I had to work. But then I had made a position where I could survive on my savings, and I thought, might as well take a sabbatical, understand, समझूं अपने आप को, मुझे चाहिए क्या है जिंदगी. इसको आप मिड लाइफ क्राइसिस भी कह सकते हो, या जागरूकता कह सकते हो, ओरिएंटेशन. So there was something which was, kind of tease कर रहा था मुझे कि क्या चाहिए जिंदगी में तुम्हें, अनु क्या करना चाहती हो. छोड़ दिया मैंने, गार्डनिंग करने लग गई घर में, काफी बर्ड्स के साथ में बर्ड वॉचिंग करती थी, बर्ड्स के साथ में बैठी रहती थी. एंड दैट इज व्हेन आई रियलाइज दैट आई रियली लव हेल्पिंग पीपल. तो लोगों को हेल्प करना मुझे पसंद है, तभी मैं सोशल वर्क करती थी. कभी मी एंड माय सन, व्हेन ही वाज जस्ट 10 years old, we signed for our eye donation, we did a lot of blood donation camps, and through my company, of course, because that was a blessing. I had 1,000 people in my company. So did a lot of such things. Old age home जा रहे हैं, slum areas में जा रहे हैं, orphanage में जा रहे हैं, but जाएंगे, देके आ जाएंगे. I'm not getting, that satisfaction कि इससे कुछ फर्क पड़ रहा है. अरे मैं नहीं जाऊंगी तो मदर टेरेसा होम में कमी नहीं है. I am just a small, I don't make that difference. But I wanted to make a difference. That is when I realized that, I love helping people. Probably this is the purpose of my life. So again, I went to life coaching. I did my own certification. While doing that certification, thanks to my coach, Arfin, that he gave me that tool, those tools which can really help people perform better in their life. एक limiting beliefs जो हमें रोक रही हैं, कैसे उनसे बाहर निकलना है. बहुत सारे tools से समझ आया कि this is the real help you can give somebody to actually unearth their true potential. तो ये words भी कहाँ से दिमाग में आए कि बस I want to help people unearth their true potential and be successful in life. अब किसी के लिए पैसा सक्सेस है, किसी के लिए फेम है सक्सेस, किसी के लिए दूसरे को एम्पावर करना सक्सेस है, किसी को, अब मदर टेरेसा को लोगों को हेल्प करने में सक्सेस मिल रहा था, राइट? One of the most successful persons on the planet. So all these things, they, I got clarity when I was getting coached myself. And that is when I decided that, yes, I want to become a coach. I want to coach 1 million people. I think I have actually achieved that number, but मैं numbers में बैठती नहीं हूँ, रुकती नहीं हूँ. So I kept on coaching people. कभी 1000 लोग साथ में जुड़े हैं, कभी 10 लोग, कभी 5 लोग, कभी one-on-one coaching कर रही हूँ. So this is how I really got my passion, and now I feel I don't do anything. Like you said, you do so much. I just share my learnings. I share my whatever I have learned in life and the tools I have learned, and that help people perform better.
So your idea was clear of what you wanted to do. जैसे आपने gardening भी try किया, and you wanted to coach people. But for those people who are not clear about their vision, about their passion, they end up in doing hectic work, 9 to 5 jobs, and their main goal is to achieve money also, but with that satisfaction. But वो satisfaction नहीं मिल पाता. So and they end up into stress. So what are your 3 healthier ways to to reduce stress or to find a clear purpose in life?
Sure. See, while I was in my corporate job, it was not just a 9 to 5 job. I used to get up at 5 and I used to work till 12, 1 midnight. So they're very demanding. If you are getting title, if you are getting a lot of money, then there comes a lot of time which is required from you. Yes. So my coping mechanism with stress had always been, I say stress is equal to shoes. So when you are stressed, wear your shoes, just go for a run, go for a walk, be with nature. Once you are one with nature, you really get out of it. आप नेचर के साथ में हो और आप रन कर रहे हो, वन यू गेट सो एग्जॉस्टेड कि आपको भूल जाता है आप क्यों परेशान हो. Two, nature inspires you in so many ways. So when you are with nature, you really will feel ki, wow, I forgot where is my stress now. So that is one mechanism. The second is, enjoy so much that once you have that stress, you feel that, oh, I'm worthy of this much stress at least. Like 9 to 5, even if you are working 9 to 5 and you're stressed in your job, imagine you earned at 5, you earned your freedom, you earned that fun, and you can enjoy, hang out with your friends, go out with your family. You've got so much to do. So one is look forward to it. And I always say that, when we say rest is rust, I always say rest is must. It's not rust. So you really need to take very good rest, take self-care, work so much over the weekdays that you earn it on the weekend. So be mindful of the fact that, yes, I am going to enjoy now. It's my time. I'm really doing good. So all those things, I think they really help you. So stress is equal to shoes is my mantra. Mindfulness is my mantra. I say that why don't you just spend some time with yourself? Even if you are sipping water, just be with your glass. Just drink water. So that is what I feel, that once you are mindful, you're doing one thing at a time. I'll tell you, I used to always tell my juniors, be multitaskers. You should always multitask.
Exactly.
I used to build them, being a boss, I wasn't a very jovial and a very easygoing boss. My team knows me and they still adore me. They love me. But, I used to tell them, मैं इतना बड़ा उनके KRA में लिखती थी multitasking, because I wanted to tell them, भाई 4 चीज एक साथ करो. I was a fool back then, Rukhsar. I was really wrong. So I learned with time, multitasking actually spoils the game. So be mindful, take your time, do one thing at a time. That is another thing which we can do. The third thing which you can, and I have actually helped people with chronic depressions also. The only thing that can help you in life is gratitude, shukrana. Be thankful. Be thankful. आपके पास दुनिया में इतना कुछ है, आप इतना कुछ ले रहे हैं, हमें पता ही नहीं है अपनी blessings. See, abhi मैं बैठी हूँ, I got a courier and it was my birthday gift. So I had not even thought about buying my birthday dress and I got a gift. कितनी बड़ी एक हमारे ऊपर शक्ति है भगवान की. तो वो चीज को हमें, उस चीज को हमें हमेशा इन दुआओं को याद रखना चाहिए जो हमारे साथ चलती है, हमारे एंजल्स जो हमारे साथ चलते हैं. So I always say, get up in the morning, fold your hands and say your gratitude prayer. So people ask me, किस चीज के लिए थैंक यू करूं? मैंने कहा जिंदगी के लिए तो कर दो, पहले की सांस आ रही है आज तो थैंक यू करो. So one is that be thankful for the life, and then be thankful for the life in life. You know, the beauty in this life, the siblings you have, the parents you have, the friends you have, the sun, moon, itni pyari nature हमारे साथ है, birds are singing for us. छोटी छोटी चीजें, अपनी गाड़ी के लिए थैंक यू कर दो, अपने साइकिल के लिए थैंक यू कर दो, अपने हाथ पैर चल रहे हैं उसके लिए थैंक यू. सो व्हेन वी स्टार्ट पेइंग ग्रैटिट्यूड, वी अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मच पॉजिटिविटी एंड गुडनेस वी हैव इन आवरसेल्फ. फिर वो नेगेटिविटी बाहर चली जाती है.
Exactly.
3 I think हो गए होंगे.
Yes. So the third point which you said is really impressive. Like gratitude jitna hoga utna hi satisfaction and contentment hoga life mein. So that is the reality. And if we talk about, you know, human behavior, emotional behavior, for some people it is a notion, it is a mentality that if we cry, we are a weak person, or you know, we are too sensitive or oversensitive. So what is your opinion on this? Is it a sign of you know, strength or weakness?
Interesting. I was talking to my sister about the same thing today, about you know, crying and why we cry. So interesting that this question has come up. So I totally disagree that crying means weakness. I think only people who are strong can register their emotions. And even for that matter, in parenting, I tell parents that you feel free to cry in front of your kids also. Because crying is not fakeness, it is the truth. I am, you know, मैं अपने emotions को accept कर रही हूँ. Like, yes, I am feeling this. Right?
Continue.
Sure. So every emotion, expressing your emotion is always your strength. Emotions, or you know, they are call to actions. We need to take an action on our calling, on what emotion we are feeling right now. हम बहुत बार बोलते हैं कि मर्द बनो, लड़के बनो, लड़कियों की तरह क्यों रो रहे हो? क्यों? लड़कों के पास इमोशंस हैं, लड़के रो सकते हैं ना. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम अपने इमोशंस को फील करें और एक्सप्रेस करें. बहुत जरूरी है एक्सप्रेशन. लोगों की जिंदगियां बदल जाती हैं, डाइवोर्सेस हो रहे हैं. क्यों हो रहे हैं? क्योंकि शायद एक्सप्रेशन नहीं है. प्यार हो शायद, पर एक्सप्रेशन नहीं है. और बिना एक्सप्रेशन के यू कैन नॉट गेट इनटू अ पर्सन टू नो द इमोशंस. सो क्राइंग बाय ऑल मीन्स इज स्ट्रेंथ. यू आर शोइंग योर इमोशंस, और इनको कभी भी रोकना नहीं चाहिए. एक सेंसिटिव दिल जो है ना, किसी का दुख देखकर रो पड़ता है. तो जो भगवान के करीब है, जो अपने हायर सेल्फ के साथ कनेक्टेड है, उनकी आंखें नम जल्दी होती है, मैंने देखा है. So I feel that it is only for strong people. For
strength, exactly. So moving forward, Anuradha, we all have our, you know, special moments, childhood memories. So I would like to know, like, what is your most beloved childhood memory which you want to share with the listeners?
Okay. Wow. Very, very, very difficult question. Childhood memory. Childhood memory, right. See, I have this feeling I really like to make a difference. And when you are appreciated, acknowledged for that, you feel overwhelmed, you feel good, you feel happy. So as a child, I remember one memory by my principal, Mr. S.S. Gyani. He was wing commander S.S. Gyani, and I was, I think, in my 6th or 7th grade. And it was an assembly. We had the entire school in the assembly. There was this annual function coming up, and he said that I want you all, we were into gymnastics and all, so very much into sports. So he said, I want you to make a human pyramid, and I want somebody to be on the top. Who wants to you know, climb? They were like, I think 5 or 6 now, I don't remember exactly. I was in Saint Soldier Divine Public School at that time. So our wing commander, he said that कौन सबसे ऊपर जाना चाहेगा, जा सकता है. तो सब वेट कर रहे हैं अब कौन, who will raise the hand. And I had a short height back then. तो मैंने फटाफट से हाथ खड़ा किया. And he said, कौन सी पिद्दी है, इधर आओ. Pitti, come here. So I ran to my principal, and he raised my hand, and he said that she is the tigress of school. So I was so happy that day. So as a child, I remember that memory, and I really hold it very close to my heart for, being acknowledged.
That
Or
is the
other than
great thing.
that, yeah, other than that, my father used to every morning give us badam, malai, and sugar. Uska mixture ek koot
Hmm.
kar banate the. So he always used to give us that. That is another very beautiful memory I hold very close to my heart. That, being four daughters, one son, still my father has never ever created that difference between us. So that is one memory I really remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving forward, moving to the next question, who are your three most influential, personalities in your life, or role models who has helped you to become the person you are today in your journey, entire life journey?
Okay. Okay. See, as a child, my father was my role model till probably class 10th, 11th. I remember him being my role model. And I wanted to be like my father. And I was a tomboy. He used to take me to salon to get my hair cut. He used to take me to grain market to, hold वो भार उठाने के लिए पापा मुझे साथ में रखते थे हमेशा. So as a child, he was my role model. But eventually everyone outgrows, and so no, after that there was a gap, and then my one of my mentors, Brigadier Mishra, he became my role model, and he taught very good things. He would always say, Anu, whenever you are, be sorry, but don't look sorry. So I come across situations where people are really devastated. They are struggling through their lives. I don't start crying with them. I feel sorry, but I'm never sorry. I mean, I don't look sorry to them. So that is one lesson. Other than that, my son inspires me a lot. He teaches me that, he said once, Mama, life में ना bubble की तरह रहना चाहिए, float करना चाहिए. कभी सिचुएशन के साथ एकदम sucked up नहीं हो जाना चाहिए.
Going with the
So
flow.
yes, yeah, always. So my son always inspires me because he's very balanced. He's very balanced. And of course, we are both attached to each other because we have lived our life pretty parallel. So he was the most stable person in my life always. So, yeah,
Yeah,
and the sun,
absolutely.
the moon, they inspire me. The morning singing birds inspire me so much. So
Nature
nature inspires.
inspires a lot. Yeah, nature influences a
Totally.
lot.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving to the last segment of the show, as you know, the session is becoming more and more interesting with the
Thank
responses which you are giving and your experiences. So, what is your one piece of advice to our listeners?
one piece of advice. I would say that every one of us should take control of our life. Very important to take control and devote yourself to self-improvement. Most important, because see, we are always growing, and we really need to learn a lot in life and improve ourselves. Scaling is most important, I think. That is
Yes.
my piece of advice. Thank you.
That's wonderful. So I would like to thank you for joining today on my show and making this show worth watching. And I hope our listeners will take a lot of, they will have a lot of life lessons from this show, a lot of takeaways from this show, and it will inspire to a great extent of people. That is my opinion. So thank you once again for joining, Anuradha, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, projects, and whichever work you start.
Thank you so much, Ruxar. It's really, really good. And talking to you, I actually introspected more while talking to you. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again.